Yes, I know it's a mess. Do not worry about that. Just lock in. You feel me? Lock in on the message. So today we're gonna be helping y'all figure out your first pop-up as far as the concept, the budget, showing up for yourself, resources you need, all of that. Because if you're anything like me, you starting a business, you gotta figure this all out by yourself. I'm gonna share with y'all some of the things that I bought that helped me, some of the things I feel you need. So let's get right into the first one. Coming up with a concept. So first, you want to know what it is you want to do. You just want to make fly clothes. You just want to look good. Then communicate that with your setup. You get what I'm saying? Have that be the staple. For example, you're doing a all black collection or something like that. How can you give that sort of aesthetic? And what is your aesthetic? That could go into too many things. I don't want to further off the topic, but whatever you're curating, do that. And I'll give you an example with my clothing brand a little bit later, but you want to make sure that you are pushing that narrative. Actually, I'll give it to y'all now. For example, my brand is called Prolific Tendencies. We're for the liberation of black people and all people. My pop-up has to resemble that, whether it be with sound or imagery. I wanted people to know before they even speak to me. That is the message of my brand. They're gonna draw that association. You want to be able to do that same thing as well. The next thing is make a list of what you need by priority. For example, I had some things on my list that I'll show y'all wasn't a priority, but if I could get it, I definitely wanted to get it because it would enhance the messaging beyond my brand. Oh, my iPad died. My phone. Hold on. The next thing, coming up with the budget. For example, I was working with $250 to $500. I was able to get the things that I need within that price range. Ending of this video, I'll get into the things that I got and how that helped me help y'all on your journey and show who you are. When I created this brand, I knew that for my brand, it was going to be a lot of brand education that had to be curated. I'm bringing awareness, political leaders, organizations that came before us, as well as putting my own spin, explaining the process in which how we're going to be creating a lot of these free programs. And that's why we drew the connection with the Black Panthers and we wanted to commemorate them with that first collection. I know a lot of people always say be different, be different. And you is inherently different. There's no person like you. You're one of one. You feel me? So you don't have to be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do what feels right. It speaks to you. We know the difference of that feeling that you feel when you just know, like, that's it. You feel me? That's what's right for me. So just operate in that and then you get better. You feel me? Be in a place where you can accept feedback, constructive criticism. Moving on to the last one, execute. Show up. Before I started my brand, I was making excuses why I didn't want to do a pop-up, but I knew the majority of it was just because I would be stepping outside of my comfort zone. What I keep reinforcing is that if you want different results, you're gonna have to go beyond the things that you were doing before. If you're actively doing things that just make sense, you're gonna end up somewhere. You get what I'm saying? That's been my experience throughout this whole brand. And yeah, I just wanted to give y'all some tips. Now I'm gonna show y'all everything I bought. Let's start with the rack. Black rack, it comes with wheels. I would recommend you get one with wheels. You don't necessarily have to have a table if you have a rack, and vice versa. I think a table is necessary depending on what you're selling and also what you're trying to do. Like me, the table is gonna help build out my vision of my brand. I also got the speaker. So what I did is I have a YouTube channel. Let me show y'all, matter of fact, because since I got my iPad, I can show y'all real quick. But what I did was I curated a playlist, and it's crazy. Before I even did my pop-up, I started doing stuff like this. It just shows you when you're in sync, you're in sync. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna obviously sync the iPad to the speaker, Revolutionary Speeches on shuffle, and that's just gonna help create that ambiance. But I got this, and basically what I'm gonna do with this is a paper. I'm gonna pose the question, what does Black Power mean to you? And I bought these Sharpies and I bought index cards, and I'm gonna have them on the table and I'm gonna have people fill it out. You get what I'm saying? This brings that interactive. It also shows that intention to detail, because the main thing my focus with this pop-up is brand awareness, and it's also to show people that I am serious. Let me show you something that I'm really excited about. This is the tablecloth. I'm gonna show you this textured tablecloth. You might not be able to see it with the lighting, but it's like this. Well, we one-man team out here. I don't know if I'm getting it on camera because I'm using a back camera. It's like this textured cloth. What else? The last thing I got is the table. So that hasn't come to yet. I think it's supposed to come today or tomorrow maybe. This is probably my favorite thing, and it came today. So let me show y'all. I got me a chip reader. I feel so official with this. You feel me? Like I feel like $10. No, you could put your chip. You feel me? Like it's like that. I hope this pop-up goes well so I can definitely take care of some things that I need to take care of. But you don't necessarily need this. There's other ways you can get it. Like if you really don't have the funds, you can use Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. A lot of people recommend not using PayPal, so I'm not using PayPal. The clothing brand, just because how they be holding funds and stick stands that you could slide in paper. Oh, and I'll show y'all this. I don't understand. I didn't just be like, yo, I'm gonna make a brand. It took a lot of thought. I've been wanting to start my business for the longest. I'll get into that in another one. This is what it looks like. So I made a price list. Hopefully y'all can see that. I made a price list. I also made the payments. You see PayPal, but I'm just gonna be, I think when I do accept PayPal, it'll just be in person. And I got the Venmo and the Cash App logo over there. Then I got one more paper. So obviously I gotta change this because I know it says 10%. I decided that I'm gonna go with 15%. Having my QR code of my Postscript link is huge. And that's a whole nother conversation if y'all want to know more about Postscript. Just create a business card. So this is the front. I wanted my business cards to be really simple. This is also not finalized, but it's pretty much done. And this is the back. Still gonna be working on it. That being said, that is all I have for y'all today. If there's something y'all want to see or ask questions, feel free to. I do want to preface though, what I want to do with this brand's channel is a lot more deeper. I want to do more storytelling, more behind the scenes. If I do feel called or enough of y'all want to see something, like, I will answer them. But that being said, I appreciate y'all and all power to the people.